Hey there, this is a quick video to walk you through how contacts in Revere works because it's a little bit different from many other apps. So let's jump into it. So here you have, after you've imported your contacts, you'll see that you have a bunch of people that are in Revere. So when you tap in, these are folks that you've added notes for, have details for. But then you'll also have people like this that look a little bit different. They don't open into a person. And that's because the main thing to remember about how Revere works with contacts is that it does not import your contacts into Revere. It simply references them. So if we jump over here and we look, Revere, has, or rather your phone has its own contacts. They just sit on your phone. Revere does not save those in any way. It only looks them up. So for example, if this person, Alfred here, Revere will look them up and ask your contacts, be like, hey, is there somebody named Alfred that you have? And of course it matches based on the full name, not just the first name. And if that person is found, Revere will draw that line and it'll say like, okay, cool. So when you tap contact info, it will bring up that contact info for that person. However, for people that are not in Revere, so let's say Revere looks and goes through your contacts and says, oh, I don't have anybody named Alex. For those people, it just leaves them here in this kind of like faded looking shape internally. We call them ghosts. But these are people that are not added to Revere, but they still show up inside the list so that you have access to them. You can also, when you add notes, for example, you can access Alex right there and add them right from your notes. And once you've created a note for them, they automatically get added into Revere. So when you come in here and say, okay, well, Alex is in my contacts and I want to start taking notes for him, you just type add to Revere and Alex now shows up. And what Revere has done is they've just created a person named Alex and added them to Revere. Now their contact info is still not in Revere and never is in Revere. The contact info always stays on the device, and that's so that your privacy, the people's privacy, is protected, and frankly, there's no need for us to want to manage that, and the risk of having all people's phone numbers and emails is just not interesting to us. So that's kind of the main idea. That's why you will see different looking people here. And the other thing just to note, the big benefit of this is that you can have hundreds and hundreds of people in your contacts, and at any time you can just say, just show me the people in Revere. And all of them disappear, and Revere stays about the people that you are building relationships with, the people closest to you, which is the point of the app. The anti-goal is having, Revere import hundreds of people that maybe you haven't talked to in a long time and might not talk to in the future. So the nice thing too is if even in this view of the main list, let's say you go to add a note for somebody, you can still see all these people that are in your contacts in those moments where you're adding reminders and notes. So anywhere you're adding a person, you still have access to your contacts, but in your main list, you can have it filtered down. And of course, you can filter it back up and show everyone if you like. So that's a bit of a walkthrough in Revere. It's a different approach. We think it's the better approach because it is keeping Revere focused on your most important relationships while giving you all the benefits of access to your full contact list. So we think of it as connecting your contacts and not so much importing your contacts. Anyway, hopefully that's useful. If you have any questions, obviously let me know. Thanks.